Hi, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes with you building out an application for the Salesforce One platform. So we're going to drive this exercise from the website developer.salesforce.com. This website has got a lot of great collateral to allow you to create amazing experiences and applications on the Salesforce One platform. Today we're going to drill into the documents area, where we're going to navigate to a document called Mobile Development for Everyone. And this gives a step-by-step instruction list on how to create a warehouse application for a fictitious company called Acme Wireless. You can read all about Acme Wireless down here. Essentially, they're a supplier of IT and telco equipment to their customers. They have field services, they have warehouses, so a lot of requirements for mobility within their organization. The book goes through step-by-step on how to set up the application, create the environment, configure the app, and deploy it to the mobile devices. And I've got an environment here where I've already been through those steps and created this application. So the basis of any application on Salesforce One is the data schema, is what the information we want to store. So this application requires a number of different business objects. A business object to represent the warehouses, to represent inventory at those warehouses, invoicing, delivery items, customers, accounts. So there's all sorts of information we're tracking here. And to create this or to change it, it's as easy as going to the menu and dragging and dropping new objects or new fields to track new information. So we've been through this and created a schema. And the result is now that we're able to track all of that business data in our web interface here. So I can navigate into the warehouse item and go and have a look at all of my warehouses in the system and drill down into each one to go and see the inventory and various other information about that warehouse. So this is great, but because now we've defined all of that logic of our application in Salesforce, the schema, the business rules, the analytics, the workflow, what I'm able to do now is go to our new menu item called Mobile Navigation and then enable those items to be mobile on Salesforce One. And that's it. That's how to deploy apps to Salesforce One. So I've created these two solutions, My Deliveries and Find Warehouses. These are slightly more complicated screens built with what's called Visualforce, and I'm going to add those to my navigation menu to show you an example of that as well. So all of these Visualforce pages are also covered in those workbooks, and you can go ahead and build those out as well. So switching to mobile now, let's have a look what that looks like on the mobile device. So I'm going to launch my Salesforce One client. Now I'm taken straight into Chatter in Salesforce One, which is there as part of the standard Salesforce One menu. But if I open up the left nav here, I can see that I'm now tracking all of those items, my deliveries, my inventory, my invoices, my warehouses, directly in Salesforce One. It becomes immediately mobilized. The other thing you'll see is missing are those two items I just added into the nav menu. So what I need to do is just do a refresh of this menu, and then I start seeing my additional applications that I just created now mobilized on Salesforce One. So one of those applications, the Find Warehouses, an example of that is if I'm a delivery driver and I'm going to a client and I need to have some mobile phone cases in my van, but I realize I don't have any. I've written a little screen here in Salesforce One that takes my location, my current location from the device, and plots it onto a Google map, but also plotting my other Salesforce One data that I've just recorded, my warehouse data, on that map as well. We're able to do that because we can geolocate all of this data natively within the Salesforce One client. So I can very quickly see that the closest warehouse to me is Slough. I can go and drill into that warehouse, go and have a look at the warehouse details. I can see it's called Renter Outlet, and even drill into the inventory items. So what items is that warehouse holding? I can see that I've got my mobile phone case here, so that's exactly what I need. I'm going to go and click on that. I can see there's 43 of those in the warehouse. I've also got a collaboration feed, of course, against all of my objects, so I can then see people have posted pictures of this item, so I can drill into that as well directly in my mobile client and see, yeah, that's the case I need. So I'm going to go and go over to Slough, and I'm going to go and pick up those items for my customer. So that's one example of using Salesforce One capability and the capability of my device to provide that experience. So the second example is, again, as a mobile technician, I could be visiting one of my customers, say Highway Associates. They're over in Buckinghamshire, and Highway could ask me to deliver another 5 iPhones. So what I'm able to do here, again, directly within Salesforce 1, is create an action to raise a quick order directly within my Salesforce 1 client. So I've created a quick order action in the context of this account. I can now go and search for all of the inventory across that we hold across our warehouses, and also give a max delivery distance from this client to the warehouse itself. So let's say we'll look for iPhones within a 10-mile radius. I can see I've got a stock of iPhone 5S Golds in Slough, but let's widen that search because I don't want a iPhone S. Let's go out to 40 miles. And now we've got some more options. It's picking up warehouses in St Albans, in Milton Keynes, and there's the phone I'm looking for, the 5C green. So I'm going to select that, put a quantity of 5 in, and now the system will create that order for me associated with Highway Associates, and I can see the results of that order directly in the chatter feed here. So this is really showing an example of mobilizing all of your custom objects, all of your custom data, but also enhancing, delivering some real value using Visualforce to show what the device capability can really mean to the efficiency of your mobile staff. So I hope that's really helped you put some context around how to create these experiences. I do encourage you to have a look at the guide, and also please try and build out your own apps, try and follow the guide, and if you need any help, you can contact your account representative at Salesforce. Thank you.